Let's not make it a taboo topic, no? Kasi sa totoo, sa atin sa Pilipinas, when you hear someone say na, Mars, nade-depress ako, you always got backslash like, Mars, artista ka, girl. Mars, anong kaartehan mo yan, Mars? Ganda ka, Mars, artista ka, Mars. Hi everyone, this is Odyssey. Charat. So, what I have for drinks today is chameleon tea. Yung parang tita feels tayo today. So, ayun na nga, autumn na, malamig na naman, medyo foggy, ganon. So, something very cozy. So, welcome to my cafe, char. Sarap. Kalmado na si ate ko dahil sa chameleon tea. Okay, so hi everyone, this is Odyssey. Welcome back to my channel. The topic that I wanted to talk about today is depression when working abroad. Depression as an OFW, as an overseas Filipino worker. Ayan. Now, I wanted to touch on this subject, especially kasi mag-winter na in few months. Madilim na naman, malamig, makulimlim. It's easy to feel alone. It's easy to feel isolated. Totoo yung winter blues na yan. Especially, mahirap na magpakita si Haring Araw. Winter, no, as I've experienced, can really be beautiful pero harsh din at the same time. Especially pag first time mo dito and hindi tayo sinay since we came from a tropical region. By the way, just a side note, do take vitamin D, please. Kasi since bihira nga magpakita yung araw, I didn't realize na kailangan pala natin siya since hindi naman tayo nagtitake nun sa Pilipinas. Maaraw nga sa atin, constant year summer. Pero dito, since bihira magpakita yung araw, kailangan mo yan. So, please do take vitamin D. I actually started taking it ngayong autumn kasi Hamburg is real. Pag northern part daw ng Germany, andyan yung laging maulan. Andito tayo sa Hamburg, kaya laging maulan. Ganun. Now, I'm on my 4th year na in Germany. I moved last December 2020 during pandemic. So, medyo sanay na si ate girl during this changes of season, ganyan. My first year though, I really struggled coping up, adjusting, and trying to understand yung new life na sinign up for ko. I wasn't diagnosed of anything since hindi naman ako pumunta sa doktor, but I really cried a lot. Ang dali ko umiyak. I am constantly missing my old life. Hindi ako makatulog ng maayos. This was during my first 3 months, and I've been really having nightmares. So, I always have this doubt then kung tama ba yung decision na pumunta ako dito sa Germany. And all the likes when you are really down, yung talagang andun ka sa dark bubble, ganyan. As I read, homesickness and social isolation would be the top problems ng mga OFW or someone working abroad kasi nga maliit yung social support system mo. Meaning, it's more difficult to cope up sa mga new life circumstances, especially pag wala yung family and friends mo. Now, as I was doing research, regarding this topic, there was a study conducted that reveals 50% of people working abroad has a higher rate of experiencing depression or undergoing mental health issues dahil nga sa homesickness and sa social isolation. I never wanted to take this subject lightly kasi each of us is very complex and it's only ourselves who can express really if may something bang mali or may something bang hindi normal sa atin. Kumbaga halimbawa sa isang tao, pag na-aksidente, ganyan, kita mo agad. May bali, visible, pwedeng operahan. Pero when we talk about mental illness, hindi mo siya makikita. Some can mask it, pero deep inside, we don't know exactly what a person may be going through. So the intention of this video is to create a safe space for us na mga Filipinos, for us na mga OFWs, for us to express what we feel and not be afraid to seek medical help if you really need to. Let's not make it a taboo topic, no? Kasi sa totoo, sa atin sa Pilipinas, when you hear someone say na, Mars, nade-depress ako, you always got backslash like, Mars, artista ka, girl. Mars, anong kaartehan mo yan, Mars? Ganda ka, Mars. It's as if the average people are not allowed. Parang wala ka ng chance na maging depressed, maging sad, etc. I really don't like those kind of comments kasi to be honest, we are all vulnerable to experience mental health issue kahit anong age pa yan, due to different life circumstances that we may face, and also iba-iba yung coping mechanism or coping style natin. And to not mix it too, sadness versus depression, It's normal to be sad, especially when we're undergoing a different life event, ganyan, like moving abroad, a loss, or trauma. But if you've been on that state for a longer period of time, ilang weeks na ganyan, and it's affecting your ADL or activities of daily living, meaning hindi ka na makakain, hindi ka makatulog, makaligo, maka-freshen up, walang toothbrush na nagaganap, ganyan, please do seek help. If you're a Filipino nurse who moved dito sa Germany, please take advantage na 100% yung healthcare nila dito kasi binabayaran nga natin. Set up a termine, set up a schedule kasi open naman sila dito. Not just medicament, maybe cognitive behavioral therapy, rehabilitation, etc. Whatever will work best for you. And also if you're diagnosed, if you have a mental health issue, kanyan, do know na it's not your identity, but it's just a phase, but not the end of it. Kung sa bagyo, kumbaga, andyan ulit yung araw. Minsan, meron pa ng pa-rainbow si Papa God, kanyan. So, sending you a virtual hug, kaya mo yan. Number 1, it takes time to settle. Now, at the start, andyan yung excited ka, ganyan. Papa God, ito na yung pinakahintay ko. Papa God, ito na yun ang pinagpipray ko. Matutupad na yung pangarap ko. Yes! Papa God, ganyan. Until slowly, when you settle, na wala na yung excitement, ganyan, it will hit you. Nung start din, parang I'm so excited na feeling ko nakabakasyon lang ako until I realized nagtatrabaho pala ako dito. Dito na din pala ako nakatitira. And what that translates is that thought na pag may party yung friends ko, hindi ako makasama. Hindi ko makakalaro yung mga pamangkin ko. Hindi ko lagi makakausap yung pamilya ko. It slowly kicked in. And then adding up yung struggle sa language, adjusting sa new culture. Moving abroad, although pinagpray mo yan, although gusto mo mangyari yan, is a stressful life event that we really have to acknowledge more than being excited about it. There's definitely no right or wrong amount of time kung kailan ka makapag-adjust since magkakaiba-iba nga tayo. Slowly, I hope you take time to get used to the new culture, new colleagues, new neighbors, new city dito sa bagong life mo. Another thing, please don't beat yourself up na maging masaya just because it had been your dream to move abroad. Bakit ka naman nga hindi maging happy? Let me say it again. Please don't beat yourself up or put pressure on yourself na maging masaya just because it had been your dream to move abroad. Do realize na kahit pinagpray mo man yan, moving abroad is still a difficult or stressful journey, lalo na pagbago ka dito. Do know na being sad is part of the process kasi technically you're saying goodbye dun sa old life mo while you are welcoming or you're adjusting to the new life. Andun pa yung mixed feeling, andun pa yung confusion. Give it some time, please. Next one, find things you enjoy. Now let me ask you this. Sa Pilipinas, what are the things ba na you enjoy doing? Maybe pagigitara, maybe cafe hopping, maybe visiting the museum, maybe going to the gym. You have to bring those comfort things that make you feel home dito sa abroad. Maybe you love cooking. Foodie ka pala, girl. Cookeries ka pala, girl. Karirin mo yan. Maybe you like Zumba, girl. Maghanap ka dyan ng mga YouTube videos. Tapos dance-dance ka lang sa apartment mo, ganyan. In this way, the transition would be easier kasi parang you're bringing yung old life mo sa Pilipinas dito na sa bagong home country mo. So, third one, travel is not the cure. Hey, eto makinig ka, girl. I got this from Jim Carrey. One of the podcasts too from him, na tagal ko nang napanood ganyan. I think one of his friends mentioned this. Sabi, depression means deep rest. It means you have to deep rest from a character, from a role that you're trying to play. If you're running kasi from a situation that is making you depressed, you thought moving abroad, kalimutan natin yan. Escape tayo dyan is a good solution until you realize, girl, kasama mo din pala siya sa maleta. Yes, definitely, it's tempting to start fresh somewhere, to leave all our worries behind. Pero you then realize na it will not solve your own problem. Once you move abroad, you will then realize na mas ma-emphasize pa nun yung mga problema na tinatakbuhan mo. Kasi nga, you feel isolated, you feel overwhelmed. So these thoughts, yung mga problema mo will just hunt you. This occurred to me kasi when I moved abroad, no, ganyan, gusto ko talaga ng fresh start until slowly, ang dali-dali ko nang umiyak, ang dali-dali ko nang malungkot, lagi akong may nightmares, ganyan. So, I really have to sit down and I really have to question kung saan ba galing yung mga problema ko, saan ba galing yung mga emotions, yung mga feelings ko, ganyan. I need to heal myself pala kasi I wasn't living the life I wanted sa Pilipinas. When I have a problem, ganyan, I always go out with my friends, party, ganyan, inom, ganyan. Until I realized na mga quick fix ko pala yun, parang tinatakbuhan ko lang pala yung mismong problema ko. And it's not solving my own problem to its core. Parang tinapalan mo lang siya, no, pag may leak, pero andun pa din, sira pa din siya. So, in any point in time, yung leak na yun is mas lalaki ng mas lalaki until talagang gawan mo ng paraan yung problema mo. So, this may be a chance for you to really question and get to know yourself as well. I was playing a character na wasn't authentic for me. How about you? An example too, no, halimbawa you're gay. Please don't get offended of this. I just wanted to provide examples para mas maintindihan mo siya kung ano yung mini-mean ko. You cannot express yourself, hindi ka makapag, ganyan pag sa bahay kasi si papa mo sundalo, kasi si mama mo hinihingan ka ng anak. You're playing a role na hindi magalit yung pamilya mo, pero alam mo sa sarili mo na hindi ka happy. Iba ka kumbaga pag nasa bahay, iba ka pag kasama mo yung friends mo, ganyan. Another example too, halimbawa, babae, yung boyfriend mo, girl, may insecurity problem. Bawal ka magsuot ng nakapalda, dapat nakaoras yung uwi mo, sino naman ang kasama mo, dapat walang lalaki sa picture, ganyan. Kahit yung biglang yaya with friends na magkape lang, ay, kailangan mo pa i-report, ganyan. That role na pinuportray mo sa ibang tao, pero alam mo, hindi ka naman talaga ganun, hindi ka naman gumagawa ng masama. Yung parang dinidikta sa'yo na masama ka, ganyan, would slowly make you depressed. Naku talaga, girl, nakakapagod kaya yun. So, I won't elaborate further on these examples kasi I think you're getting the point na you have to be authentic to yourself. You have to fight for yourself. Ano ba talaga yung ikakasamaya mo? Ano yung problema mo? And ano yung solution for that? Paano ka maging happy? Kasi eventually, if you would allow these things or these people to dictate you kung ano ba talaga yung gusto mo para sa sarili mo, it will just then make you sad. And moving abroad, kahit saan ka pa mag-travel, won't solve the problem. Next one, do not isolate yourself. I know it's easier to stay alone, to feel alone. Ganyan, gusto natin yung mga drama na yan. Makinig pa tayo ng mga sad songs. Ganyan, para iyak lang tayo. Sorry. When you're on that dark bubble, no, hihigupin kanyan, girl. Andyan yung mga negative self-talk. I want you to be aware of it. Andun yung mga negative self-talk na, wala naman na kami sa'yo. Wala naman na love sa'yo. Hindi ka enough. Hindi ka love ng jowa mo, ganyan. Wala naman may gusto sa'yo. Mag-solo ka na lang. Deserve mo mag-solo, ganyan. Deserve mo maging malungkot. Shh. And slowly, you will lose mga interest sa mga bagay-bagay. But the truth is, these stories na you play in your head, I dare you to ask yourself it's true. Kasi malamang sa malamang, hindi yan totoo. These stories just come from a place of fear, just come from a place of doubt. So, what you have to do, connect with your family, connect with your friends. I'm sure there's someone, kahit isa pa yan, isang friend mo pa lang yan, you can open up to. Do so at least versus maglugmok ka lang and then be sad about your life. Walang mangyayari ng ganun. Next one would be self-care. Whatever it looks like for you, kasi self-care for me should be personal. I love journaling, for example. I love meditation, practicing gratitude, walk in nature. These are things that make me feel good, make me feel grounded, and be more mindful on my present. Now, bahala ka na kung paano self-care ang magta-translate sa'yo. But I wanted to elaborate more on being mindful. What this means is that you are living in the present moment. It's when you live in the present moment, it means that you are using all of your senses. For example, now that I'm doing this podcast, vlog, etc. So I can see my camera, nakikita ko yung environment ko, I can feel na matigas yung floor ko, umiinom ako ng tsaa, so nafe-feel ko yung mainit, ganyan. That's what living in the present moment means. When you are being mindful, you are mindful of your own self and your own surroundings. Society, however, is living in your head. That means we live in our past or in the future. You're narrating, kumbaga, yung mga events na nangyari sa past mo on how it should have played out better. Eh, nangyari na nga, girl. For example, nag-break kayo ng ex mo. You may have thought, sana hindi ko na lang pala sinend yung text na yun. Sana nanahimik na lang pala ako. Sana hindi ko na in-open up yung topic na yun. Let it go. Nasa past mo na yun. When you're worried about the future, halimbawa, mag-start ka sa new work mo, hala, baka hindi mababait yung mga bago kong colleagues. Hala, baka hindi ko pala to kaya. Hala, baka ma-overwhelm talaga. Girl, let it go. Hindi pa nangyayari yung mga bagay na yun. It's hard to stay on the present, no? Yet, let's be honest, ito lang naman yung now. Ito lang naman yung present is what we all have. The past and the future, wala na yan. Tapos na yung isa hindi pa nangyayari. It's good to plan the future, to revisit the past for us to understand ourselves, but do not live on those time zones. Kasi I want you to realize that things were meant to happen, and so are the best things haven't happened just yet. So another thing that I do too in my week is to block a specific day na I take myself out on a date. I take myself out on a coffee, ganyan. You may have seen it in my YouTube post, no? My usual regular date would be a cup of coffee, a journal, or a book with me. You got to list all of those things na na-enjoy mo din. You have to ask yourself, if you're a good friend to yourself, how do you want to support or how do you want to comfort that friend? Okay, so the last one would be faith. This is something na I grew to build, no, when I moved dito sa Germany. Kasi siguro nga, feeling ko mag-isa lang ako, but it was a lie. Kasi the truth is, there's always you and then Papa God. I don't know, I'm not religion, I would say. I'm spiritual, but I really have grew my faith nung nandito na ako sa Germany. Parang, minsan no, kailangan siguro talaga mangyari yung mga bagay-bagay para bumalik yung loob natin. Ganyan. I remember one time on my first 3 months, ganyan, pumunta ako sa church, tapos iyak lang ako ng iyak, hagulhol lang ako ng hagulhol, ganyan. And then I prayed, sabi ko, Papa God, pagod na ako maging malungkot, pagod na ako umiyak, hindi ko na po alam kung anong gagawin ko. And when you let go, yung worry mo, bigay mo sa kanya, ganyan. There comes peace. The thing with faith, no, it goes hand in hand with hope na everything will be alright. Of course, it did not happen overnight. Parang pag may sakit ka, tapos pumunta ka sa doktor, na diagnose ka, whatever, binigyan ka ng medication, ganyan. You won't expect naman talaga na gumaling ka agad-agad. Ay, girl. So, you take the medication na prescribe sa'yo 3 times a day, ganyan. So, take it and then check again, di ba? May follow-up pa yan, evaluation, ganyan. After 1 week, how are you feeling? After 1 month, 3 months, ganyan. And eventually, gagaling ka. So, you have to keep the faith. You have to be consistent with your prayers. You got to believe on something na there's a higher power who wants to bring you good, gusto kang maging masaya, na lahat ng pinag-pray mo, gusto niya din matupad for you. No more than you strive to be happy, ganyan. He's paving his way. He's paving the way. Parang inaalis niya yung mga damo-damo girls sa paligid mo, but you do not know about it. But all of these are happening in the background. You have to allow yourself and you have to be open about it. I really noticed how my language had changed ever since I grew my faith again. So this may be a call for you as well to grow your faith. So there you go. That's what I have for you today. I do hope this brings you comfort during the tough times, especially again mag-winter. Pero, and also if you're new here, new OFW dito sa Germany or wherever abroad, to share one of my tattoo that I have. Pakita ko ito. Kita mo? So it means fall down 7 times and stand up 8. This is a reminder for me na whatever challenges that may arise, whatever challenges or problema na harapin ko, I would always stand up and rise 8 times stronger. Ay! Gusto natin yan. And so are you, definitely. So thank you so much for being with me today, and I do hope I'll see you on the next. Cheers!